Wow, we are rolling. How exciting is this? I just want to take a moment right now to marinate in all of the goodness that has been broadcast today through this incredible, phenomenal, transformational team of catalysts, people that said yes to the calling, people who, just like you, have sat on ideas, who didn't go for things when they originally thought about it, who said no to opportunities that could have absolutely taken you to the next step, but for whatever reason you didn't feel ready. Well, I hope that you are starting to feel more and more ready. I hope that that ache within you, that vision seed within you that's been growing and growing and growing all throughout today, I hope that it's almost ready to burst out of you, if not already. And thinking about the things that have held you back, switch in that so you have that different mindset about how you will think about that going forward. I'm about to bring on a dear friend, soul sister, who is just a phenomenal change maker. This woman, when she touches your life, you feel it everywhere. She is the sunshine of our community. She's been the sunshine ever since she was born. You will read about that when you read her chapter. But I'm going to bring her up here right now because one of the things I want to encourage, nurture, grow within you is the desire to be visible. Because no matter what you're doing, whether you're in a professional career, whether you're a want-to-be entrepreneur, you'd love to start your own business, whether you are already an entrepreneur or solopreneur and you're working on your own and you just want that, what's that next 1%, that next 1% that can take you to the next level you want to go to. Or you might be an established business owner who wants just some fresh input and ideas, whatever stage you are at. Visibility is one thing that every single one of you has in common, which is going to help you leverage the reputation you already have. Now, the change maker I'm about to bring up had some serious challenges around visibility. And now we're going to dive in and find out why. Let's bring her up onto the stage. Hester, come on up, my darling.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sammy. Hello.
Hester, I take it you're coming to us live from the Netherlands today.
Yes, live from the Netherlands, the south of the Netherlands.
Love it. I love the Netherlands so much because we used to be out there sometimes twice a month when we were building our global business and membership and masterminds all over the world.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time in the Netherlands. I can't even remember the last time we were there. I've missed it. We'll have to come over.
You should come back.
We should.
Yes.
Well, Hester, I'm so looking forward to diving into this interview with you because we've worked together on the chapter and you have this phenomenal chapter. I mean, you've been very vulnerable in that story in a way that feels like you really haven't shared that much information with people before. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and especially for you, now going global, like you've done everything within your community and comfort and safety of the Netherlands, and now this is time to go global. This is a global message that you have, and in fact, you've been going global anyway through your YouTube channel, and I want to jump in on that because that is one of the major ways of getting visibility, but it's something that you had a real fear around. And I want to come to that because about halfway through your story, and guys and girls, you're going to have to read Hester's story in the book. Here's how you can do that, by the way, little springboard there. Go to theimpactcatalyst.com/change and buy the book. You're going to be able to walk through everything that Hester shares. Because, of course, we're not going to tell you about it because you're going to have to go and read the chapter to find out. But I want to jump in here, Hester, about halfway through your chapter. You say, in June 2022, my business coach asked me to appear on her YouTube channel for an interview. I immediately declined out of fear, afraid of being seen and heard. Doubts flooded my mind as I felt the resistance of my old fearful voice start to creep in. Can I find the right words? What if someone I know sees me? but I pushed through, set my fear aside, and agreed. I did the interview, and then something unexpected happened. She suggested that I start my own YouTube channel. I mean, this was really like another level of visibility for you. For those of you that are watching or listening in who are thinking, I know I should launch my YouTube channel, but that for whatever reason you haven't, something's lurking, you haven't done it. Hester knows exactly how you feel. Hester, walk us through what emotions you went through when she said, I want to interview you. And oh, by the way, you should start your own YouTube channel.
I was immediately hesitating and like when you walk to a wall or something, like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's too scary. Then you have to talk like this and everyone can hear you and see you. I was like, no. And she said, just think about it and let me know. And then later I said, well, all right, I'll give it a try. I've never done that before, so let's do it. But it's just a fear of stepping out of this comfort zone, because everything is a comfort zone. And then when you step out of it, do something completely new that you've never done before, that can feel a little bit scary, overwhelming. But you do it once, you do it twice, a third time. And then at a certain point, you grow into a new comfort zone. But I wasn't there in 2022.
I mean, even like 5 years ago, if somebody asked you to do that, would it just be a
never. No. I wouldn't even post anything. I was 5 years ago, write something from myself and post it and everyone can read that. No, that was not for me. So can you see from what kind of place I've come from?
Absolutely. And
that
gives a lot of hope, I hope, to everybody that's watching or listening that thinks, no, that couldn't be me. Because I think, it's not just about finding your voice and thinking about your story. Of course, we cover that through these interviews, with the amazing Polly, who's been talking about storytelling. But I think there's something else. There's something else that must be part of this mix, because my curiosity kind of looks at you and says, but you've got it all together. Like, you are so confident. You are brilliant at what you do. When I listen to your sound journeys that you do, you are on the leadership team, you support our clients as well. I'm like, there's no way she's ever been nervous about this. So where did those nerves come from? Like, how can you go from being so confident now? The Hester I see in front of me is not the Hester, the version of Hester that you paint this picture of. What happened? What led you to that? Obviously, we're going to read part of the story in the book. What's the part of the story you didn't tell?
The part of the story I didn't tell, I think it all started when I went to primary school. I felt a bit different than the other children, and at some point a little bit of bullying came in, and then I started to become shy, and that's how it all a bit started. And when I was at home, I was alive and whoa, here I am, the sunshine. But outside, that was not safe for me. When I was in the house and with my family, that felt safe. I could be myself. But outside, it became more and more difficult to show myself. So I really needed to take steps to pull myself forward. And also, got into relationships that weren't good for me. But how do you get out of it? You know? So it all started roughly 25 years ago with a training I took. It's the Silva mind control back then. And that's where it all started, that I learned to take a look from a different angle at my thoughts and my feelings. Yeah, learning to, yeah, adapt this in myself, in my life. So everything shifted and changed. Yeah, when I was implementing everything that I was learning in the course. And that's, yeah, the start of my personal growth.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so challenging to go through something that really challenges you to actually walk straight into a situation where you know you're going to change. You know that you're going to have to say no to things of the past that you've been saying yes to, whether that's putting graceful boundaries in place and learning to say no. If you've never said no before, that's actually a really big deal. And if you have always been the identity of the person that you've been up until that point, to go into something like the method you talked about there, knowing that you are going to change, you're going to transform, that's not an easy thing to do for a lot of people. That can be very you create a lot of fear as to, well, if I do that and I change, will the people I love still love me? I mean, you know, there's lots of fears that come up around that. Did you ever find those things bubbling up for you?
Yeah, especially with that course, I still remember that the partner I had back then was really against the course because he was afraid I would change. But I changed for the better, so I could leave the toxic relationship that I was in. It helped me to feel confident and to step up for myself for the things that I want. So yeah, that was really, yeah, my environment was changing, of course, because I was changing. And I believe everything starts within yourself. And when you start to change inside, then at a certain point, you're going to bring it outside into the world. And then your environment is going to change. Yeah.
Well, even the same environment can feel like it's changed. I know, you know, we've heard from Wendy on today's summit as well, who came to work for us at Impact Catalysts earlier this year at the point of making this. And she's still living in the same environment with the same husband, with the same friends around her. But her life has changed so significantly and her mindset has changed so significantly that the environment feels like it's totally changed.
Yeah.
Just because she has changed.
Yeah.
And for you, like, because you create this transformation with other people now, knowing what it's like to go through it, but you've added some very interesting ways of accelerating that transformation. Because like you've learned the Silva method, you've learned all these things that helped you, but then you started applying what you do now to it, which is the sound of success, applying the sound healing to what you do.
Yeah.
What did you notice happened when you started applying sound? Because, I mean, I've been following this kind of topic for many years because it's always fascinated me and I love it. I love it. I'm into all of this. And I know just from personal experience that when I apply music or any kind of vibration or frequency to any of the work that I'm doing on myself or with our clients, it makes a huge difference. What did you notice when you started applying sound healing to the coaching work that you were already doing? What did you see happen?
Yeah, the sounds they and the singing bowls, they create a vibration, and this comes into the body, and you can really, if you look at a person before the sound healing starts and after the sound healing, you see such a difference. You can there's so much softness in the face and peace in the whole body. It's just amazing how quickly this is already. It can happen in 15 minutes, but think about an hour, which I still do, sound healings of an hour. I did one this week for a group of women. Wow, it's just amazing.
So you do this in
And
groups as well. So it's not
yeah,
just the one-to-one stuff. You do
no, no,
this
no.
in groups.
I'm doing groups. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the good thing with the sound healing, what I wanted to say as well, is that it's not just that moment of sound healing, but it goes through another couple of days until a week. It's just amazing because it's all vibration, and your body consists for about 65% of water. So everything is shifting in yourself. You don't notice it, you don't really feel it, although some people can. um, but it's really, really soft, but so beautiful. And yeah, it shifts a lot. Yeah, it's really a relief, also with back pains and all that kind of things. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've talked before about how you've been using your sound healing work to cure things like tinnitus and
Yes.
stress,
Yeah.
anxiety,
Yeah.
illnesses, disease in the body.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really powerful. Isn't it funny how like we're coming back now to, you know, generations ago, thousands of years ago, this would have just been a natural form of medication. But now this is called alternative healing, alternative
Yes.
therapy, where it's the original therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's such a gentle way of getting relief of pain in the body. It's so, yeah. And that's exactly what I've always feel like, the kind of person I am. I want to send out my love and my light, and with the sounds, this is just, yeah, exactly who I am. I just love doing it. And
So is there like a different sound vibration that you use for different parts of the body?
yeah, there are different kind of bowls. You have the small ones and bigger ones, and the bigger it is, the lower the sound is, and that helps you grounding, to ground the body. Um, and you also have those big ones where you can step in. Well, that is really a thing. You've never tried that?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
you
even
step
know that
into
was a
it's
thing.
really this big, and you step into it, and then
Wow.
you tap it, and from your feet, your whole body is vibrating. That's
Oh,
really
that is
amazing.
awesome. I didn't even
Yeah,
know they did them that big. I have a
yeah,
couple of singing bowls. I have a couple of them, and whenever I'm just in the zone and I'm doing my
yeah.
work with those,
Just
just
showing you
personally.
one.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's like that. It's a moon singing bowl, I think, one of my ones, and
Yeah,
I'll just be, you know, playing with it as such, because I don't do it as a business. I just love the sound of it. And next thing I know, I've always got all the dogs and cats. They just gravitate towards me, and it's just like they're just purring. They're bathing in it as much as I am. I realized that animals love the sound healing as much as
yeah,
humans do.
yeah, yeah. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, I cannot imagine how you play those balls, and it's so difficult." Um, but you can buy yourself a small one, just a little one, and only use it to tap it and listen to it, because the small one is really high sound, and this helps you to get into a higher vibration. So if you're feeling a little bit down and things aren't working as you want to, so you feel a bit like just take such a small ball and tap it a few times, and you feel like, oh, you feel your vibration, your frequency coming up, and you feel better just with a little one. And you can use that by yourself.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. I wish that I could carry my bowls around everywhere with me. It's just, packing limits and things. Although I know that you brought your bowl, you brought one of your bowls to the last members' days.
Yeah, a little one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely, absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Hester, we're going to be doing a little workshop as part of you being part of the Catalyst of Change series for Thrive in 2025. Do you want to give us a little sneaky peek into some of the things we'll be doing on the masterclass with you?
On the masterclass, yes. Well, we're going to do, of course, a short bit of sound healing with a meditation, because, that's what I love to do. And I'm going to dive into a little bit of my program. And the program is called A Noise-Free Mind, because in this world, in this time, there's a lot of noise. Even what you maybe not recognize is your phone with the WhatsApp and everything that's coming in, email. That's also noise. Although you can't hear it, it's something. It's coming in. It's coming to you. So how can you get some clarity in your mind, and not that everything is coming to you, but make some space, create some space. So a noise-free mind is really something.
Well, I think it's going to be the perfect time of year, because we're looking at doing it the first week of June, which by that point, we will all be halfway through the year. And if we are in a place where we made intentions that we didn't achieve or don't feel like we've got as far as we want to, I think that will be the perfect time of year to just stop, to get noise free for an hour of power, just literally embedding the sound of success into your very being, the core of your being, into every cell of your body. So we're halfway through the year. Maybe you overachieved, maybe you set goals and you overachieved those goals, and now you're looking to set new ones. I think it's the perfect reset time at the beginning of June to say, what does the sound of success look like, feel like, sound like over the next 12 months, taking us to the end of 2025. I think it's going to be perfect timing.
Yeah. We're going to take an hour to pause and look at what new goals you want to set from a peaceful mind, and what are the things that you can take off at that time?
Because the best decisions are made from that exact place that you're talking about there. It sounds so counterintuitive. We've talked about this with Rick as well on his interview about, it feels counterintuitive to slow down when you want to speed up. But actually, it's the very thing that will speed you up, because you're not making bad decisions from a place of stress that actually cost you time. You are making decisions from a really core soul place that you're more likely to make the right decisions from that place than from any other energy that you could ever be in.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of people say like, oh, yes, I want to meditate, but I don't have the time. But the thing is, if you make the time every morning and every afternoon or evening to meditate 10 minutes or half an hour, you notice you will be so much more productive, because you've you've stopped your mind, you've cleared it with meditation. It's such a relief. You can feel the weight is falling off, and then you go on. It's so
Mm,
powerful.
mm. Well, I'm super excited about doing that. Hester, I love you so much. I loved the work that I've seen you do, the work that you do with our members, the change that you're making, and of course, your YouTube channel that you said yes to.
Yeah.
And people will read about the stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. It was almost like you bunny hopped through fear in your chapter. So, guys and girls, you're going to absolutely love it. Make sure that you go buy the book, recommend the book, take a little selfie right now of Hester and I on the screen. Make sure you share it on the socials and tag us in.
Yes.
Remember, we're running competitions for those of you that are sharing them most. We are running a VIP backstage party for those of you that have signed up via the book link that is on the screen right now. If you sign up through that, you get access to the VIP party to come backstage and join all of us as we celebrate the summit of our success at the very end of the day. You are very welcome to come and join us this evening as we celebrate that. So make sure you go sign up to that. You will have received an email that gives you the Zoom link to come and join us backstage, to come and toast our success with us and to toast your next level of success, because I've got a very good feeling that whatever you do from this book, as Hester said, it's not just about learning, it's about taking the action that goes with that. And that's really where you get the results. That's where the sweet spot of results is. Hester, just as we wrap up today for your interview, do you have a final divine sharing or inspirational message that you want to leave us with?
I just want to say, ignite the sparkles within you and let your light shine bright, because I can do it and you can do it too.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. What a great message to end on. Guys and girls, we are going to be back in a few moments with your next inspirational catalyst of change. Hester, thank you once again for making the time for us today. And guys and girls, we'll see you in a moment. Bye for now.